Hello, my name is Andre Maurice Davis, and we'll be going over the back stance today. So the back stance is more of a defensive stance in that we're in a guarded position typically from there. It can be used to lunge forward from that stance. You can get a lot of explosion from the weight distribution and shifting that weight. But typically, and as we'll look at it and learn how to do it, it's going to be more of a defensive posture than it is an offensive posture. But it goes with the idea of our offensive skills, just in that we're building those foundations of places where we can strike or take the offensive position from a stance. Excuse me. So with the back stance, if we think of it as the opposite of the front stance, which we've gone over, the front stance, if my left leg's forward, is going to be facing forward, my weight's distributed so that 60% is coming over here onto my front leg, and about 40% is coming onto my back leg. And I'm directing my weight forward. This is where if the impact is coming at my body, I'm pushing forward against that weight. Now, if I shift my weight from that 60% to 40%, and I kind of shift it back, I'm going to start bending my knee as I sink back into the weight, and we can start seeing where the back stance starts forming. So we're going to move our leg, because if we keep pushing back without pivoting our foot, we're going to put too much pressure on our knee and hurt ourselves. So we'll stand up, and we'll keep that idea in mind, and we'll start with the idea that the back foot of the back leg, or the foot of the back leg, is going to be facing forward in this case. This foot is going to be, your front foot is going to be perpendicular to your back foot. So heel to heel, you're going to make a 90-degree angle. And if we stand up straight, then look straight down, we can see this 90-degree angle made with our feet. Bend our knees a little bit and feel our weight more onto our back leg, if we're going to say this right leg's our back leg. And we can come into a bit of a cat stance, which we have gone over. So all our weight's on this back leg. We're in this cat stance here. And then if we were to extend our cat stance out, we kind of break into what's going to be our back stance. So as we put our front leg forward, we can feel our weight shift a little bit, and if we drop our weight back, now our knee can safely move to a spot without putting any pressure on it, and we can shift our weight, and then we come into what is our back stance. And as I said, it's more of a defensive posture as we do this right now. So our hands are going to be up in the ready position, ready to guard against any attacks that are coming from this direction here. And we can strike from this position with, limited reach from our upper body, but we can use the weight distribution to transfer over and turn this back leg into a striking weapon. So if I shift my weight forward, I can throw a front kick and land back in here. I can turn this leg into a weapon by bringing it into a side kick. So if I bring up my leg, chamber, bring it back down, I can land back into it. What's nice about this as well, and we'll get into that more as we talk about switching between stances, but this and the front stance shift very easily. Again, you'll have to pivot your foot a little bit, but as you get more comfortable with it, we can see here, if I just twist my hips, I'm into a front stance, and I can do whatever I need to do. Again, if I twist my hips and then sink back, I can be in the back stance pretty simply. So defensive guard turned into a front stance, into more of an offensive approach, defensive into an offensive. So that's the back stance. If you have any questions on it, feel free to reach out to me. Come on down to the studio, at Mandala Sun. Sign up for some of our classes. We'll go over this and then all of the other fun things that go along with it. But enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.